around and state your names.
Well, US stand for Urban Survival. I'm Brains Davis, also known as MC Brains, Cleveland's first and only current platinum MC.
Mr. Take a Flick, F7ICK, Flick.
Monterey Dre.
I'm Dime G Hustle, US Supreme, POG, Arlene.
Tay Gunner, Pit Boss.
Ohio Red, aka Red Allah. You know what I'm saying? Seven Nation, USENT.
Dollar Bill, co-founder of Urban Survival Entertainment. 7.
Quick E, POG, Urban Survival.
Alright, so what exactly does the 7 stand for?
I'm gonna pass.
I got it. Well, the 7 is the 7 principles. You know, I mean, it's, you know, community living, you know, basically, and that's how we put the group together. You know, brothers, community, and unity. You know, doing something that each one of us could have did individually, but collectively and as a unit, we'll, you know, do much better and can, you know, help the other one out. You know, 7 is God's number, which is divine, and we keep God with us at all times. You know, with everything that we do, that's why we say 7. You know, the one movement started in New York. You know, every time they hang up the phone, they would say 1, we say 7. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 7. That's it.
Yeah.
Perfection.
It's the Lord's number for perfection. You know, loyalty, brotherhood, honor, respect, unity. That's what 7 is.
Unity.
Yes. So understand, it's deeper than just music with us. This is about life with us. You know, urban survival is a movement. You know, so it's so many people that's not here right now that's a part of this movement, because it's just when you move in unison together, you're much more powerful than just one individual. So that's the principle behind what we're doing right now, and it's for life.
Okay. Where exactly are you guys from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Any particular part?
None. We from all over. All over.
The earth, our turf.
That's it.
We got every acre. We got every acre of Cleveland covered as far as urban survival is concerned. So we just trying to, you know, unify the whole city. We trying to get everybody a flag.
Okay.
All for one.
For sure.
Okay. So what projects are you guys working on?
We just finished my mix CD, and it's featuring the squad, Urban Survival. It's called Family. It's on the Nerve DJ site right now, and it's actually doing numbers. Been out for about a month now. We think we close to like pushing like 15. Somebody told me it was 18,000, but we pushed like 15,000 right now on that. So we feeling really good about that, and it's a compilation with me and every. So not I can't even say everybody because he ready to chop me upside my head for that, but. It's just gonna be volumes of family mix CDs coming out, and it's a full mix CD of me and each member of the squad, man. And then we got the All In mix CD, and I'm gonna let Flick tell you a little bit about the All In mix CD.
Yeah, go to Live Mixtapes right now and get the All In Mix CD. Friday we dropping the All for One Mix CD. That's Live Mixtapes again, so go there and check out for that. It's definitely hot, featuring everybody on Urban Survivor, so you will get a taste of some of the people who not present right now with us. They all will be on the mixtape. Like shout out to Andy, our sister, and everybody else.
All right. Are you guys trying to promote a certain single?
Actually, not right now. We're not promoting a particular single. We're moving certain singles in different projects, but right now it's important for us to flood the market with music. You know what I'm saying? And just the brand itself, Urban Survival, letting them know that we in the building. And I think by us flooding them with music, that's what the kind of mission we on right now over the winters is just flood the market with music and let them know the flag in the building. And then once we get into the albums and stuff, we'll start picking out singles and stuff like that. And we're in the midst of working on the album. So once we get the album completed, then we'll be pulling singles and things of that nature out of it.
What do you think Ohio needs to do? Ohio as a whole needs to do
Unify.
Can I answer that?
Personally, I think we need real DJs that got the courage to break a record versus going with what's trendy. Actually get out into these rap shows and actually hear some of these kids. I mean, not just us, but it's a lot of guys that, you know, when we do shows, wow, this guy's great. Why is he not here or there, or why is he not getting radio play? And it's because I think that the DJs here have gotten to a culture of where I'll only play what the crowd knows versus taking a risk and breaking the record. You know what I mean? And that's just, and then not only that, I think that originality is needed. I think that everybody kind of goes with what's trendy instead of realizing that they can, you know, come out and be original. Originality gets you paid. We're not from Atlanta. We're not from New York or the West Coast. God bless all of those guys. They make great music, but we make our own music. You know what I mean? It's the nasty north. You know what I mean?
So you say that we need more media outlets.
And a whole lot more unity.
Absolutely.
Unity. Because honestly, in Ohio, especially in Cleveland, we don't do too much unifying. You know, it's every man trying to get over on the next man. So if we would all of us was to come together and do it for our state, you know, I don't care if you're a Bengals fan or a Browns fan. If we can come together and make something happen that's positive, then that's a plus on what we supposed to be down here doing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what this show is promoting. Do you guys have any shows coming up? Any live performances?
Yeah, we got we got a show coming up in probably the next 30 days. We waiting on the venue to see where the venue is going to be at, but we're going to do a show for the mix CD, the family mix CD. It's going to be all of us on the stage, and you'll probably hear some songs that you ain't heard on the mix CD. But that's coming soon. We always jumping in and splash performing, you know, jump in on different shows and stuff like that. But right now it's about making music for us right now. In the summertime come, we're going to start banging, but we're going to do a few shows and, you know, different things like that. But we want to mainly just drop that music. We're going to get on the show thing once it's time to take them winter coats off and jump. But we just going to keep the screws tightened up throughout the winter.
What's the history behind the American flag that you guys wear?
Okay, it started off as U.S. A buddy of mine, two buddies of mine, started the label together. A guy called me, a dear friend of mine, the co-founder and CEO, Clifford Jackson, called me. He said I have a name for U.S. because my other partner and I came up with U.S., which was us, because it was only two people. So I called him. He said, I have a name for you. I said, no, that's not the name. I hung up the phone on him. He called me back and said, that's the name. He said, Urban Survival. I said, that's it. So that's how Urban Survival was born, off of U.S. Then obviously, and you know, we implemented the flag because U.S. being red, white, and blue. Everybody was wearing gangbanger flags at that time, and it wasn't patriotic to wear a U.S. American flag. Wasn't nobody with the idea of it. So we said we're going to be different. We're going to get the red, white, and blue flag and let them keep banging and doing what they're doing. And through unity, it started up through our neighborhood, which is off of like 153rd and Kinsman, 151st and Kinsman in Cleveland. It was a bunch of neighborhood guys that came together. And from there it grew, and then it took off because it's very cliche and very easy. It's an easy sell. U.S. Urban Survival. Right. So from there, you know, it's grown to the largest in the city. And I'm very humbled, you know, because these guys are so. This is a great group of guys here, and the gals that's back at home, and they work their ass off, their butt off. Excuse my French.
No, you're good.
Yeah, but we just being all the way honest about this. This is not easy. Yeah, it's not at all easy to be a part of a movement, ups and downs, you know, questions and goals, and it's so much that comes to it. So anytime I can commend the guys and tell them they do a great job at what we do, I always do it. You know, so understand that it's bigger than just this moment right now, because that camera is here, yes, but this is worldly, what we're talking about. So we have events that we always do. We got Guala Girls going to be getting an interview, and they perform at our give backs. We do youth give backs. So we give away book bags on the streets that we from. We give away coats, hats, underwear, bras, socks. You know, the police are starting to back our events. So this is like, so what the ideology of it is, we get him together, contribute $20, $30 a piece. Okay, we blow that every day at the store, buying your little juice for $1.79 when it really only costs 89 cents wholesale. You know, stuff like that, 50 cents wholesale probably. So we all put our money together and give away on an event. Free for everybody. The neighborhood comes out, the kids come out, and they rock out. So now Guala Girls was introduced to us not too long ago. Perfect situation. 12-year-old kids into the entertainment, into positivity, which we are, and we go from there. Now don't get me wrong, we are from the streets. This is a street label, but we represent the people of the streets, and we try to turn the psyche around of our peoples, because we come from a very different land than a lot of people. You know, I don't know if they knew cameras, but Cleveland was voted the worst place in America to live in. So understand that First 48 and all that stuff is a reality to us. Okay, so just keep in mind, we're going to keep going with the interview, but we come from that place, and it's just that real.
When it comes to, you just mentioned it, Cleveland being sort of a rough place to be from, and with someone with talent, there is that drive to kind of go and seek per se success in another place. Why stay in Cleveland if you have such a talent?
Well, I'm gonna give you 1 second, real quick too. but give me, don't mistake it. We love our city, and we have the backing of a lot of people in our city. So that was important to us, and still is. We're always going to represent Cleveland and not going to abandon them, and we're going to come back and give back to our communities. That's off the top. And then after then, you know, I'll let Brands get into that, but we're all about Cleveland. But,
I mean, we done New York, we done Texas, we done Atlanta. We have a following across, I'd say the U.S.
the world.
But
The world.
at the same time, why not keep our home base in Cleveland? Every other, there's never been a successful label out of Ohio, period. Never. Every label or every group or whatever has moved out to come back. Why not stay and come out? I mean, you take it back to where, you know, my roots is from, the Parliament Funkadelic and Cameo and Zap and Roger and these guys. They made Ohio relevant. The West Coast took that and ran with it. You know, much love to Dre, Snoop, or whatever, but that's Ohio music. The tongue twisting, the Migos, and all of these guys down there in Atlanta. You can't say that's your style when Bone and some guys before them, but we'll just say Bone because they're known, invented that. I mean, Cleveland has a long history in hip hop that's never been exposed. We are those guys to expose it. That's why we got Cleveland's first platinum artist sitting right here, because he left and he came back. You know, he did the whole thing. You know, London. He did that. What the song say, Brains? I did that. You understand where I'm coming from? All of that.
I would like to.
And we're currently still the only platinum MC from Cleveland. I gotta keep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me. I want Dame and Flick to answer the next couple questions if possible.
Okay. I kind of wanted
What's
the
that?
only one with the Cincinnati record. The Cincinnati. What's your part in this? I was kind of curious.
Cincinnati. I rep Cincinnati, Cleveland, Ohio, the whole OHO. I particularly like my colors, but I'm a producer. I've been rapping, engineering, all that for the homie. So That's my part in the squad.
Give me a little bit of history though, quick, cause you're a thoroughbred, bro.
Long line of history. I started back in the early '90s with Bone Thugs and Harmony on the label here in Cleveland called Stony Burke. Rap with those guys, mentored under, up and coming Cleveland greats, Brains. Had another movement in Cleveland. We were on No Limit Records. Failed to come out, but we were on the label. Jump Out Boys was the name of the label. Still going, just on business. And getting a chance to come together with a whole bunch of brothers just trying to do the same thing. It's really what I'm here for.
Alright, y'all gonna answer the next. Alright, where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
Millionaires. But besides millionaires, our whole objective is to get the money and bring it back to Cleveland, rebuild the school systems the way they need to be, and re-educate and reprogram our people, including ourselves, because we all got temptations we fighting daily. But if we was brought up in the schools that we're preparing to build, it'll change the whole system and the thinking process, and that's what it's about, the children, because they are the future, sounding corny or not, know what I'm saying? They are the future, so know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, getting that money and rebuilding. And it start with our city, then we can come out to Cincinnati and have another school, branch off another school in Columbus, and that's how I go.